to allow all users to join their devices to Azure AD automatically and enroll them in Tune as well. I'll click here on Restore Default Mobile Application Management URLs to ensure that the correct URLs for client enrollment are configured. And then because everything's the way I want it to be here, I could go ahead and click on Save. In this case, because I didn't make any changes, it's grayed out. At this point, our tenant is configured so that all users can enroll their clients to Intune as soon as they log into Windows 10 with Azure AD. Now let's take a look at managing these devices within Azure Active Directory. So I'll click on Devices. As you can see, there are no devices listed here because nothing has been joined to Azure Active Directory in this environment yet. Now I'm going to click on Device Settings to verify that we have things configured the way that we want. So firstly, we want to make sure that users may join devices to Azure AD. So we have all selected. For additional local administrator on Azure AD join devices, let's select it. We'll click Assignments, Add Assignments, and then Add Members. So I can select or add any group or number of users here. So in this case, I'll just add Abby. And we can see that she was successfully added. Now back to the device and device settings. In this case, I'll set Require Multi-Factor Authentication to No. And you can select the number of devices per user here from 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, or unlimited. So we'll set it at 10. And then click Save. Now let's verify that our Azure AD dynamic device groups are set up properly to be able to add those devices. So under your Azure AD, let's look for groups. Now I'll click on New Group to create a new dynamic group for device enrollment. So this will be a security group. I'll name it Dynamic Device. For membership type, I'll choose Dynamic Device. I can select an owner. So I'll select Alex Wilbur by typing in his name, clicking on it, selecting it, and then clicking the Select button. Now at the bottom of this window, I want to add a dynamic query because I want this to be a dynamic membership group. So I'll click on the Add and then select Management Type for Property. For the operator, I'm going to say equals MDM. Now we can see in the rule syntax field, it shows as device.managementType equals MDM. So this is ready to go, so I'll click Save and Create so that the new group is created. Now in the list of groups, we can see the dynamic device enrollment group. So now we want to make sure that any of our auto-enrolled Windows 10 devices meet a minimum configuration specification. So this is where we can require a minimum OS version, ensure that anti-malware is installed, and that certain platforms are blocked. That way, if the device doesn't meet these requirements, then it's marked as non-compliant. So first we'll create and apply the compliance policy and enrollment restrictions.